We're here, I'm Ms. Pacelli, and we're here in the engineering robotics class. I'm here with Gabrielle. And today we're going to be looking at DaVinci's revolving bridge invention. And as we start, Gabrielle, could you tell me a little bit about the bridge and kind of where it came from and the whole thing about DaVinci?
Okay, well, DaVinci designed this, and its original span was supposed to be 720 feet. And it was designed and built in Bosphorus, Milan in 1480. And the idea of it was that when an army would come this way, the bridge would revolve out of the way so they can't cross to the other side. It was also used for transportation across rivers and lakes, and basically it was more efficient than a normal bridge because the invading army would destroy the bridge and then they'd have to spend more money and manpower to create a new one.
That's great. So it was efficient. And what was it powered by?
Manpower.
Manpower. So they would see an army coming and then they would just crank the bridge and move it out of the way. Like turn it sideways?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Do we have someone else that's going to talk to us about construction and the bridge itself? All right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
All right. Going to talk to us. All right. We're here now with Yul, and he's going to talk to us about the robotic construction of this bridge. Yul, want to tell us?
We designed the bridge so that when they saw an army, they would move the other way so the army couldn't cross the bridge. And when the army escaped, they would move the bridge back so that the people on the opposite side could cross the bridge and not have to deal with the enemies.
Okay, and what tells the bridge to move?
We have set up gears here and this sensor that it would see the people coming, and so that when the people actually come, it would tell the motor to actually turn and put the bridge away until the enemy flees. And then they would turn the bridge back.
Okay, is there anything that was specifically challenging on building this bridge?
The only problem we actually did have was with the gear ratio to actually get the bridge to turn. But I think we pretty much got that.
You got a 1-to-1 ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get our next person that does the programming here. Maybe they can talk a little bit about the gear ratio and also how we did the programming.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks very interesting. And you did a little bit of decorating, I see.
Yeah.
On your bridge. Okay. Well, who do we have someone else coming in to talk about programming?
Well, the only one that actually did the programming was Marcus. So.
Okay, so we're gonna have Marcus join us on the programming. All right. All right. So we're here with Marcus. Marcus, you want to talk to us about the programming of the revolving bridge?
Yeah, it used a while loop to continuously loop sensing for an invading army or another object coming towards the bridge.
Okay.
And this use a wait object to wait for the army to come to the bridge or leave the bridge in order to tell it when to turn or move.
So in other words, the army would show up, and then what would happen?
Once it got near the bridge would revolve, and then it would move.
And what did you program? You programmed this sensor?
Yes.
An ultrasonic sensor?
Yes.
And then the bridge is programmed to do what?
When the invading army is near it, the bridge will rotate, and then it will stay there until the army leaves.
Okay, so then this army retreats away, and then the bridge
will turn back.
Will come back. Could you turn this on and let's give it a shot? And okay, so here's the army. All right, so now it's waiting because the sensor is now picking up the army. Okay, now the army gets tired of waiting and they retreat. They're all gone. And our bridge goes back. Excellent. Is there anything that you'd like to add talking about kind of how the motors are working or the gear ratios or anything else as far as construction?
Really. It just uses a gear ratio to convert the horizontal rotations to vertical.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need to add to this? Or I think we got it. I think you guys did a really pretty good job. Well, we're done talking about the DaVinci revolving bridge, and I'm glad that you joined us at Boca Raton High School robotics class. Until next time, this is Ms. Pacelli signing off.